This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Dane County leaders are easing restrictions on both indoor and outdoor gatherings. The new order number 11, goes into effect tomorrow and will last at least 28 days.
The number of new cases in the county has gone down significantly since the last order. Public Health Madison Dane County says as of last Friday, the 7-day average is 187 cases per day. Compared that to the month prior, where the same average was at 487 cases per day. The new order allows for indoor gatherings of up to 10 people, outdoor gatherings to 25 people. It also allows schools to go to in-person learning as long as strong infection control measures are met. Dane County restaurants can continue to offer indoor seating at a 25% capacity. Stores are also required to keep capacity limits at 50%. Gyms can resume indoor classes with limitations.
News of this order comes 10 days before Christmas. Just because some restrictions are loosened, public health officials urge you to not let your guard down. Madeline O'Neill is live at Olin Park with what message they are sharing ahead of holiday celebrations.
Well, Dane County health officials say things are going well here. Not only are daily COVID-19 cases going down significantly, but hospitalizations and the positivity rate are down a bit as well. But that doesn't mean it can be business as usual for the holidays. Many of us are already diving into the holiday spirit.
Christmas rush is starting a little bit, and yeah, a little different this year with, COVID.
With COVID, you don't pass up a chance to get out of the house safely.
We have to get out of the house for sure. Just for our own sanity and for exercise and for socialization.
After a fall when COVID-19 cases took a steep climb in Dane County, metrics like daily cases and hospitalizations are on their way down.
It's exciting. There's hope. We have a new year. We have vaccine coming, and we're not quite there yet.
Though things are moving in the right direction, public health officials stress the new order allowing indoor gatherings of up to 10 people with precautions isn't a green light to plan a big in-person holiday celebration.
We're not normal yet, right? Every time we've scaled up, we become a little bit accustomed to having more illness in our community. And this is still severe. It's still we're still learning more about it every day.
Public Health Madison and Dane County Director Janelle Heinrich says they've learned how quickly things can go downhill if precautions aren't taken.
We're still asking folks to reconsider how, whatever you celebrate, to celebrate differently, maybe postpone it, find ways to do that outside.
As for these Madison families, order or not, they'll be playing it safe.
We're staying in Madison, yeah. But yeah, no real big plans.
No plans to go anywhere, and grandparents will probably stay away and, just be safe.
That doesn't mean the holiday spirit isn't there. Tell me, what are you excited for?
The candy, all the candy.
It's just one Christmas, 1 year. Better to stay safe, and, there'll be next year and more years.
This new order goes until at least January 13th here in Dane County.
All right, Maddie, thank you. And governors from Midwest states are also pleading for people to stay home for the holidays.
Just one infection can cause an outbreak in your community, which could overwhelm our hospitals and put you and your loved ones at risk.
The governors from Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Minnesota, and Ohio joined Governor Evers in encouraging everyone to be safe heading into the holiday season. This is the second time this bipartisan group has joined forces in the past month to encourage people in their region to do their part.
Let's get a look at our first warn forecast now. Here's meteorologist Chris Reese. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Charlotte. Temperatures today stayed on a colder note, and we even saw that cloud cover out there at times. And that was mixed in with just a little bit of sunshine. But temperatures, they dropped to 17. Now they're slowly starting to come back up. We'll actually see these temperatures rise by a couple degrees throughout the overnight hours. 19 right now, 27 as you work your way down towards Janesville. They've been a little bit warmer all day. What's kept us so much cooler is the fact that we have snow on the ground, and it's a deep snowpack too. It feels like an icebox out here on the weather patio. 19 in Monroe right now. Mineral Point coming in at 21. We're at 17 in the Dells. Doppler track generally quiet for our part of the state, but we did see flurries and snow showers throughout parts of the North Woods. What we're going to be watching in the coming days is the system that you see spinning into the Ohio Valley right now. That brings some rain and snow to places like Kentucky, Ohio, and Indiana tonight. Tomorrow, that becomes a powerful nor'easter that goes up the eastern seaboard. For us, look for clouds sticking around overnight tonight and temperatures slowly warming up into the low 20s. Guys?
Chris, thank you. Across Wisconsin, health officials confirmed 3,700 new COVID cases. 55 more people have died, and there are 184 new hospitalizations. The state's positivity rate has dropped slightly to 27.5%. A registered nurse who works in the ICU at SSM Health St. Mary's Hospital in Madison became the first frontline caregiver at SSM to receive the new Pfizer vaccine today.
I feel very hopeful that this is going to get us on that path to getting back to normal. It's going to be a long journey. It's going to take us coming together as communities, as a country, as a world, and really understanding what we have to do to protect ourselves and really advocate and educate people of why they should get the vaccine.
The health system received its first shipment of about 6,000 vaccine doses today. Teeter described getting the shot as a little bee sting, saying for her the flu vaccine was actually a little more uncomfortable. She's scheduled to receive her second dose in about 3 weeks. She says she will encourage everyone she knows to get the vaccine as soon as it is more widely available.
So it's been 24 hours after the first doses were given to UW healthcare workers, and we caught up with them today to ask what symptoms and side effects, if any, they're feeling. Dr. Ann Sheehy said she feels great today, just has a sore arm, which is typical after getting a shot. She said she was excited to get the shot to begin with and woke up today feeling optimistic for what's to come.
I feel so hopeful that it's almost like a renewed sense of energy in fighting this and being and caring for patients with COVID-19. So yeah, it's exactly the gift we needed in the pandemic.
One of the other healthcare workers who got the shot, Mavic Jardes, said she had some chills last night but feels good today and just has a sore arm.
At UW Health, Dr. Jeff Pothoff says there are a lot more smiles and high fives today, a day after the health system received its first shipment. He says when it becomes widely available, 70 to 80% of people need to get it to help create that artificial herd immunity.
With the way that production's ramping up, I think, on the optimistic side, probably late February, more realistically March, before we had wide availability where someone can say, you know what, today I'm going to get my COVID vaccine, go to a pharmacy, go to a clinic and just get it. That's probably a few months out yet.
She says in the meantime, there is still a lot of suffering happening around the state, so we need to continue to mask up and social distance. And today, an FDA panel declared the Moderna vaccine safe and effective in just 2 days now. On Thursday, the same FDA advisory panel that approved the Pfizer vaccine last week will meet to vote on giving the Moderna vaccine emergency use authorization. That means a second vaccine could be on its way in a matter of days. Both of the vaccines are said to be more than 90% effective in preventing the disease.
Both President Trump and Vice President Pence say they will get the vaccine, but White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany says the president won't be one of the first to get it. She says the president wants those most at risk to get the shot first. Sources say Pence may get the vaccine as soon as Friday, and tentative plans are being made for him to receive it on camera. The Washington National Cathedral in D.C. today ringing its bell 300 times today for every 1,000 Americans who lost their lives to the virus. Just yesterday, the U.S. reached a death toll of more than 300,000. Today, the cathedral's dean said the climbing death toll from this pandemic seems disturbingly routine.
Today, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration issued an emergency use authorization for the first over-the-counter, fully at-home diagnostic test for COVID-19. The Illume COVID-19 home test is a rapid lateral flow antigen test. The FDA says it's authorized more than 225 COVID-19 tests since the start of the pandemic, including more than 25 that can be done at home. But this is the first at-home test that you can get that does not need a prescription. And new tonight, as the state and country gear up for mass distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine, a Menasha-based company is playing a silent but critical role. Durafiber will supply multiply laminated paperboard. That's a key part of the packaging that is essential for transporting the vaccine.
The product that we are using as part of the vaccine packaging would be considered a custom product. So it's custom layers of paperboard laminated or glued together, which made an insert that goes into other packaging.
Well, the Pfizer vaccine has to be kept at ultra-low temperatures using dry ice, which is why Durafiber was selected.
Next at 10, the Christmas tree controversy at the state Capitol building continues to grow. Tonight, 2 state Republican lawmakers put up a second tree less than a day after the first one was removed. The original tree was put up on December 1st, even after a permit to do so was denied. The lawmakers who put it up refused to take it down or even move it to a different location by a deadline yesterday. So it was removed. But tonight, the same 2 Republican lawmakers put up a second tree. They say if this one is also removed, additional trees will be supplied. Senator Ron Johnson says he now acknowledged that Joe Biden is the president-elect and the election was legitimate. Today, during an interview with the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, he said he will not object when Congress meets next month to tabulate the Electoral College results. However, Johnson says he still has unanswered questions about the election and what he calls irregularities.
President-elect Joe Biden stumped in Georgia with Democratic Senate candidates Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff. 6 weeks now have passed since Election Day, and today, top Senate Republicans are finally acknowledging the results, as Senator Johnson did publicly. Michael George is in Wilmington, Delaware, with more.
Let me start with 2 simple words. Thank you.
Fresh off of his Electoral College victory, President-elect Joe Biden went to Georgia to rally Democratic voters ahead of next month's Senate runoff elections.
I need 2 senators from this state who want to get something done, not 2 senators who are just going to get in the way.
The election outcome there will determine the balance of power on Capitol Hill.
It is time to vote like we have never voted before, Georgia.
Put your shoes on. Let's get it done.
Earlier, the president-elect said he had a phone call with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell, who finally acknowledged Mr. Biden's win publicly.
I want to congratulate President-elect Joe Biden.
I called him to thank him for the congratulations. Told him, although we disagree on a lot of things, there's things we can work together on.
After the Electoral College certified his win, President-elect Biden denounced President Trump's attempts to overturn the election results in the courts, calling it an unprecedented assault on our democracy. But President Trump is not backing down and continues to make unsubstantiated claims of voter fraud.
The president is still involved in ongoing litigation related to the election. Yesterday's vote was one step in the constitutional process.
Meanwhile, the president-elect and vice president-elect continue working on their transition. Sources tell CBS News Mr. Biden plans to name former Michigan Governor Jennifer Granholm Energy Secretary and former South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg Transportation Secretary. Michael George, CBS News, Wilmington, Delaware.
Now, plans are underway for the January 20th inauguration ceremony, though the Presidential Inaugural Committee says parts of it will be, quote, reimagined. The committee is urging the public not to travel to the nation's capital due to the pandemic and to instead participate from home. The committee is expected to release more details in the coming days.
Still to come tonight, how Wisconsin's 3 professional sports teams are coming together to help local startups. Plus, 2 years after closing, demolition begins on the old Ella's Deli building. We'll have that story for you next.
With free pickup on all your fresh favorites from Pick and Save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone. Imagine life in that, or that.
having zero stress, wasting zero energy worrying. 0 days wanting less seats, more seats, and zero regrets. Imagine that. 0 reasons not to get into a Volkswagen, especially now that you can start shopping from home. Click, call, or come by today. Visit our Volkswagen Sign and Drive event and miss the 2021 Atlas V6 ST Tech 4 Motion today. 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month payment, and 0 due at signing.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear that I will support the veterans of the
United States Armed Forces.
I will defend the Constitution
Against all enemies. That I will commit.
to ensuring they are
Not forgotten.
and I will enable veterans to live the same life of opportunity.
they have provided me. So help me God.
Although Christmas is just around the corner, don't worry. Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale is going on now. Shop low prices on a huge selection of great gifts for everyone on your list. Like these barbecue tool sets, just $9.99. Special buy Magic Trax race sets, $19.99. Power-up gifts with Rayovac AA or AAA batteries, just $8.99. Plus, a Blaine's Farm and Fleet gift card is always the perfect gift. Shop great gifts for everyone on your list during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale, going on now.
So, how's saving for the renovation going?
All done.
I will never understand how you do it.
Easy. She saves with BMO Harris. We give you a cash reward for every month you save.
So BMO will give me cash for saving money?
You bet.
Can the subject hold position 2, please?
How's this?
That's art.
I make saving look good.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. Get a $5 reward every month you save $200 or more in a new BMO Statement Savings account.
This holiday season, use the Pick and Save app to get personalized coupons, weekly deals, and rewards like fuel points. So you can save big on exactly what you want, no matter who you are. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Wednesday morning, we'll continue our focus on local restaurants. We'll ask a panel of local chefs if they can survive the winter. We'll bring you the first part of that emotional conversation tomorrow on News 3 Now this morning.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. It is another stalemate on Capitol Hill, with Republicans and Democrats needing to work together to prevent the government from shutting down. In addition to a government funding bill, many Americans continue looking to lawmakers to pass a much-needed COVID-19 relief bill. There are familiar sticking points. Democrats want at least $160 billion for state and local aid. Republicans want COVID-19 lawsuit protections for businesses, but both sides agree something needs to get passed this week.
We're not going home until it's done. The emergency relief package is strictly an emergency relief. It's not for long term. We have this package that gets us through the most difficult, challenging times, the first quarter of 2021.
We're not leaving here without a COVID package. It's not going to happen. We're going to stay here until we get a COVID package. No matter how long it takes, we'll be here.
Well, Utah Senator Mitt Romney says he thinks Senate Majority Leader McConnell will bring some sort of COVID relief package to the floor for a vote yet this week.
A sad sight today on East Washington Avenue. The former Ella's Deli building is being torn down. It closed in early 2018 after being open for more than 40 years. The famed carousel that sat outside was purchased by Epic Systems a few months after it closed. The building has sat vacant for more than 2 years, so developers decided it was time to go in order to build something else in its place. Wisconsin's 3 major pro sports teams are banding together to help Black and Latino-owned startups secure investment money and other resources. The Packers, Bucks, and Brewers, with assistance from Microsoft, have created the Equity League. It's a networking initiative with an emphasis on supporting Black and Latino entrepreneurs. The teams say only 1% of venture capital-backed startups have Black founders, and less than 2% are Latino.
Well, after a very chilly Tuesday, wouldn't it be nice to feel a little warm up? Here's meteorologist Chris Reese and our first warn forecast.
Hey, at least a small warm up. Temperatures continue to trend in the upward direction as we go through the next couple of days. You're going to notice temperatures actually increasing throughout the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning. Now, the pattern we're in right now is mostly dry. That does not mean there aren't chances for precipitation in the pattern. It's mostly dry. What about the odds of a white Christmas? We're going to touch on that as well. Temperatures this morning, though, I want to start with those. We were all the way down at 5 degrees, 4 in the Dells. Black River Falls dropped all the way down to 3. We warmed up to 20 in Madison. Now temperatures have dropped. We were at 17 in the 9 o'clock hour. We've warmed up to 19 now. The wind chill remains at 11, so it is certainly chilly if you have to be outside for any given amount of time. If you want to run your trash can down for, say, because you forgot to do it earlier, it's going to be cold when you are out there. 27 in Janesville right now. One of the things that you are seeing is where we have snow on the ground, how it's keeping the air a little bit cooler. 19 in Monroe, 19 for us, 21 in Mineral Point. Platteville also coming in at 19, but this was high-resolution Doppler over the last 3 hours. A couple of flurries throughout central and northern parts of the state. Most areas have been on the drier side, but check this. This right here is overall what's going to become a nor'easter as we go through the next couple of days. This entire system likely to bring upwards of 2 feet of snow to parts of the Northeast. It has been several years since they've had a storm of this magnitude. Now for us, I'm watching a rain and snow chance coming our way as we move into the weekend. Then early next week, models are trying to show a system that moves in the day before Christmas Eve, but they've been all over the place with where to place that system. Earlier today, that was right on top of us. The latest models have come in. Now that system is well to the north, essentially flirting with Canada at that point. Either way, a strong cold front comes through with this, and odds of seeing at least a couple of snowflakes will be there. Now, your white Christmas probabilities. You've got a decent amount of snow on the ground. I've bumped them up from 60% to 70%. We're looking white. As long as we can keep the snow depth that we have on the ground, we'll be in good shape. We're just going to see some melting, though, as we go into the weekend. Temperatures, they're going to warm up a little bit. There's not much snow to the north, but then we get a big shot of colder air. So whatever we hold on to after the weekend, we keep into next week. Here's that warm shot into Monday. Here's the cold shot, and this cold sticks around with us as we head into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So it's going to be real close, Eric. It's all about how much melting that we are able to get, but temperatures stay in the 30s. A chance for some flurries do exist Friday and Saturday, and we're watching the light snow chance for next Wednesday and Thursday. If the snow melts this weekend, well, maybe something comes in our favor by the time we get you towards Christmas Eve, but I think we'll keep at least a little bit on the ground.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Just ahead, sports, the Badgers moved to 5-1 on the year thanks to a big second half. The run that put UW in front for good. That's next in sports with Zach.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on over 400 new Hondas. Lease a new Civic for just $179. That's $179 and absolutely zero due-it signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison. It's gotta be wild.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have satellite, it's not hard to see why. Because unlike satellite, Spectrum gives you all the services you need, like internet and TV from one provider. They do? Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike satellite, Spectrum doesn't have an ugly dish to install. And you get exclusive premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
Wow, really?
Really? Plus, Spectrum has more free HD and free on demand. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-909-4499. And unlike satellite providers, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-909-4499.
At Papa Murphy's, we make fresh pizza that you bake at home. Because home is where the cozy is. Home is where the fun is. Home is where the together is. And home is where the yum is. Because when you taste a fresh-made, home-baked pizza, you won't want to be anywhere else. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza with chicken, herbs and cheese, and creamy garlic sauce for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
I love to equal the playing field. I love to help people and allow them to feel like they are powerful instead of powerless. We're with our clients every step of the way.
Gingras, Thompson, and Walks.
Need last-minute gifts? Don't miss the HyVee Gift Card Bonanza. One day only, Friday, December 18th. Get a free $10 HyVee gift card when you buy $100 of the most popular gift cards. You'll find gift cards to more than 140 different stores and restaurants. The perfect gift and stocking stuffer for everyone on your list. Why go to other stores? Get all your gift cards at HyVee. And get a free $10 HyVee gift card when you buy $100 in gift cards. Friday, December 18th during the HyVee Gift Card Bonanza.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Shop Wild Easttown Honda for clearance deals on 400 new Hondas. Lease a new all-wheel drive CR-V for $269. That's $269 and absolutely zero do-it signing at Wild Easttown Honda in Madison.
Besides a road trip to Marquette, Wisconsin hasn't really been tested on the court. But that changes this week with games against two tough opponents. Saturday, it's Louisville. That game finally happens. But first, they get Loyola in a game that came together about 48 hours ago. Ramblers undefeated and hanging around in the second until the Badgers got hot from deep. Micah Potter dials one up, and then UW just couldn't miss. Trevor Anderson splashes home the three ball, part of 3 straight triples for the Badgers. And this is when you know it's your night. Brad Davison gets 3+1. He finished with 17. Badgers made 10 threes tonight, shot 55% from three-point range, and moved to 5-1 on the year thanks to a 19-2 second half run. 77-63 is your final from the Kohl Center.
You know, you never know where it's going to come from. You have a plan, but obviously we're able to knock down some threes and to get, 30 points from 18 shots tonight was big. It's one thing to do it against, some of the teams that we've had on the schedule over the years, but to play a decent team and a really good team, well-coached team, an experienced team like Loyola, that's going to do well in their league, I think was good for us.
The Supermax decision deadline is less than a week away, but the Bucks and their fans don't have to worry about that anymore. Giannis made his decision. He's staying in the city that drafted him. The two-time MVP signed a 5-year, $228 million extension this afternoon and said on the signing, "This is my home, and I'm going to continue working hard and do my best to make the Bucks, our fans, and the city proud." It's go for week for real this time, and when the Badgers found out the game would be happening, you could describe their emotions in one word: excited. Not only do they get to play for the Axe, but they get, in Paul Chryst words, an opportunity to finish out the season on a high note by keeping the UW tradition alive of beating that team from the West.
Anytime you can have a trophy game, and especially playing for the Axe, it's big time. So I know the guys were excited when we heard that, and we're pumped for it.
That game canceled, it crushed us, and a lot of us were a little upset because that's the game that every year you go into. That's a goal, to go win that game and keep the Axe here in Madison. So it's definitely guys are pumped.
That's it for sports. We'll be right back.
The holidays are a time for giving.
To your friends, your family,
to your
teacher.
In that spirit of giving,
Chevy's proud to give our employee discount to everyone.
the Chevy price you pay
Is what we pay. Not a cent more.
because giving and giving back is what the holidays are all about.
Use the Chevy employee discount for everyone to get a total value of over $8,400 on this Silverado. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Get more for your kitchen now at the Brothers Main Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale. We want you to absolutely love your new kitchen, so you'll get big, big savings on the latest incredible products from GE and our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We want you to be 100% satisfied every time. That's why we're the More Store. The Big Kitchen Upgrade Sale with more selection, more savings, and more kitchen. Now at the Brothers Main, your local store for more since 1938.
Spread holiday cheer and save more than ever at the Century House. Right now, give $50 or more to charity and get $400 off Stressless Mayfair recliners in all Paloma leather colors and $300 off most other stressless recliners. Plus, save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. 'Tis the season to give a little and save big on stressless furniture. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Clean up everyday messes with help from Menards. Save today on Procter & Gamble products. Tide laundry detergent pods offer a power clean in one simple step. Pick up a 42-pack for just $11.49. Continue cleaning up with Liebman. They're sure to have the right product for the job. Pick up a large precision angle broom or this Wonder Mop for $7.99 each. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
More season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Introducing the best gift idea ever. Give a HyVee Plus premium membership. They'll get fuel savings every time they shop. Plus, our Redline premium service hotline. Plus, free online delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. Plus, exclusive offers every month like a free bouquet. With HyVee Plus, our plus really does equal more. Make someone's Christmas with a HyVee Plus premium membership today.
Let's get to it, America. Because joy doesn't just happen. You make it happen. And during the Ford Built for the Holidays sales event, we're helping you make even more joy. Come get the best deals of the season with offers on select Ford SUVs and Ford Fusion. Everything you need to make the holidays brighter than ever. That's how we're making joy this season. How will you? Choose FlexBuy and get Fusion with 0 for 66 financing plus $1,500 cash back and $2,000 trade assist. Or lease one for just $199.
Madison's Top Nurses 2020, Thursday at 6:30 on News 3 Now.
Let's go to Chris for a quick final check.
Tomorrow's going to be a little bit warmer. Look for temperatures around 32, 38 by Friday. A chance for some rain and snow into Saturday. We're cooler into next week. A big cool down comes our direction Christmas Eve into Christmas Day with a little bit of snow.
And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good and we'll see you back here tomorrow.